Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily tarot reading. I'm going to be using the Universal Weights deck and the Starseed Oracle deck. So thank you for joining me in today's reading, and remember to take what resonates out of today's reading and to leave behind whatever you feel does not. So let's find out what messages come through for today's reading. So the first card we have is the Three of Wands. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, so another Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. The next card we have is the Page of Wands. So that is more fire energy coming through. And finally we have the Chariot card. So the Chariot card shows Cancer energy. So you could also be dealing with a Cancerian on this day. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So you could be dealing with an earth sign. And that is showing a Virgo or a Taurus or a Capricorn. So with the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is a card that's really showing money not being too much of an issue. This is a very generous energy, and it could be a time where you may be enjoying making big purchases as well. And also, if this is somebody else's energy, this could be showing somebody who's very generous and very kind and very giving towards you as well. So this is all about money not being an issue, and resources also not being an issue, and it's a very much of a giving energy. It's sharing in any resources that you have. With this card, very altruistic. It's not stingy, it's very giving, and it's all about being able to enjoy sharing with the people around you and making any purchases that perhaps you may have wanted to for the longest of times that can really be of great quality. Also shows finding some new ways to put your money towards something that can be very helpful. Okay, and then with the Three of Wands, this is a card all about your plans going correctly. So your plans may be taking off at this time. Everything may be going according to plan. And this is all about some kind of investments that you may have made in the past really coming back around, and you could be really enjoying in an investment that is going quite well at this time. So this could be showing any kind of investment in terms of, perhaps in terms of the more material sense, but also just in terms of relationships, or in any seeds that you may have planted, and any work that you may have put out there. On this day, you are able to see the progress of that, and you are able to see everything really taking off. And also with the Three of Wands, this also shows long distance, and any connections that you may have that are long distance. This card shows them also going well, and things really starting to take off and really starting to progress really nicely. And also with this Three of Wands energy, this is all about travel. So you could even be making plans to travel, or maybe you may have set out some plans to travel in the past. On this day, you could see things starting to go according to plan, and perhaps any plans that you have for moving or for traveling are taking off at this time as well with that Three of Wands. And then with the Page of Wands, this is a card all about being at a place where you are also starting plans, but also setting them into motion and taking action on any plans that you have. This is all about having some kind of a idea, but also taking action on it with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of ambition. So with the Page of Wands, this could even be showing somebody who is new to some kind of a new direction or a new venture, but they jump into it all in right from the beginning. So this is about throwing any apprehensions that you may have, moving those aside and charging ahead into the direction that you want to move into with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of passion as well. So that Page of Wands also shows a lot of passion. And with the Page of Wands, this is usually very adventurous energy. So that thing that you may be starting, or that direction you may be moving into, is one that can bring a lot of excitement. It can be a very adventurous and fun journey in the long run. And with the Page of Wands, this is usually a card where that passion and that enthusiasm and that motivation and that inspiration and that spark is something that's really rewarded. And so you could find that any ventures that you may start on this day could be very promising, and you could do quite well in them, and you could even find that you really enjoy starting that new venture or moving in that direction, beginning that new partnership, working on that business. This card shows a very promising start to any new ideas that you may have. And with the Page of Wands, it could be something that you're new to, and you may be a beginner when it comes to it, but it is very promising, and it is something that you have very high potential of becoming something much greater, and even perhaps one day reaching a point of success and promotion in this new venture or this new direction that you are moving in. So with the Page of Wands, this is really a card talking about do it, just go in that direction, and this is very encouraging energy. And with the Chariot card is all about also forward movement. The Chariot card shows being able to overcome any obstacles that are in your way. This is very determined energy, moving forward and not letting anything really get in your way or anything stop you. So even if there are any hurdles in the way, this is all about being able to move past them successfully and to triumphantly move ahead, despite any obstacles that may be in your way. This is all about being able to successfully move. And with the Chariot card, it could also be showing some movement, some moving that you may be doing as well. So with the Chariot card, and it being a card that is Cancer, so the sign of Cancer rules the 4th house, and the 4th house is all about the home. So it's possible that this card is also showing that perhaps you may be moving, and this is all about being able to move successfully, and your plans to move being something that can really succeed on this day. And it could also be showing travels, short distance travels, but also far distance travels. But there's definitely forward movement, and it can also be not so much in the literal sense. It can also be about any plans that you have or anybody that you're in relationship with. Things are moving forward, and they're moving forward quite well in a way that you're a force to be reckoned with. Nothing can stop you. Your determination and your drive is something that is not easily shaken. It's not something to be messed with, especially with the Page of Wands right next to the Chariot card, which is all about being very enthusiastic and having that passion and that drive and that inspiration. And then on top of that, you also have the 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is all about plans moving smoothly and everything going according to plan. And that's actually a really successful card, that 3 of Wands. That's all about the plans going well. And of course, the Chariot is all about forward movement and success in your ambitions as well. So with all 3 of these cards, you really are a force to be reckoned with. Nothing is really stopping you. Nothing's really getting in your way. Nothing's getting you down. This is all about being able to move forward, having the motivation. And once you start something with that Page of Wands, once it takes off, it's only going to keep going up. Anything that you may be starting on this day, it has enormous potential. Even with that 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, so it's going to be something that is really an asset that is able to fuel any plans that you have for forward movements and for any new ventures that you may be wanting to start, any travel plans that you may have, any moving arrangements that you may be trying to embark on. Today looks like a very good day for forward movements. Okay, so let's find out what message comes through with the Starseed Oracle deck. Okay, so the card we have is this card over here, and it says baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. With this card, it is about being able to take action on any ideas that you may have, or any inspirations, or any inkling and any sparks that may be coming in for you on this day. And also being able to move forward and commit yourself to perhaps investing in any new ideas that you have that is really encouraging you to move in a direction that you feel drawn towards. And so any investments that you may be making, be that in terms of your time, your attention, your focus, your energy, anything that you are investing into and giving any part of yourself towards with that Four of Pentacles is something that could really pay off. So with this Starseed Oracle deck card, this is also further confirmation or further encouragement to be able to believe in yourself and to take action towards that intuition and that feeling that you may have. Perhaps you may have an idea, and it may be just an idea for now, but this card is all about being able to take action into it and be able to take that first step. This is all about being able to believe in yourself and believe in any ideas that you have and fueling that drive in order to move forward and get the wheels turning on any project that you may have as well. So it's possible that the people around you perhaps are not necessarily on board, or perhaps it doesn't make sense to them, but that is because the vision is something that is in your eye. That is your intuition. This is something that you can lead on your own and follow and take steps towards developing, and that is something that can really lead to a very successful finish. So even with the Three of Wands, so that can be showing long distance relationships perhaps that you may have going on at this time, but it can also just be showing some kind of a relationship that may have been in a no contact period, where it could have been the distance in sense of perhaps a disconnect. But on this day, it's possible that may be coming back around, so you may be hearing back from somebody else, and you may be also able to work on things with them to get back on track with that Three of Wands. Any time that you may have invested is not wasted. So this is also perhaps about taking baby steps to get back to that place where things were more on track and being able to get back on track with that Chariot card. So either you could have been waiting for this other person, or this other person could have been the one waiting for you. And you could be getting the chance at working at the relationship perhaps once again, or you may be meeting somebody for the first time, and meeting them feels like it's that feeling of coming home. And this could be somebody who is really someone who you could see yourself going the distance with, or vice versa. So that is all I have for today's reading, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me in today's reading. I wish you all the best for today, and I will speak to you in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Sagittarius.